Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of an ink review. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we are looking at a blue ink. This one is from Noodlers Revolution Blue. This is a gold spot exclusive. I should write that down. All right. Let's take a look at today's ink. All right. I'm going to put some lights on. It's a fairly light ink, so oh no. This has a very interesting look in the container. It looks almost opaque, like paint or something. You can tell in between each of the little strokes there's these little dots. That's seepage. It's very seepy into the paper, like bled right through the cardstock. This is not going to fare well. And here's our ink swatch. Water resistance test shows it has water resistance where it has completely dried. This one had not completely dried and therefore was washed away. So, grain of salt, very granulating, as some people would say. Cough, wumble bumblebee, cough. So, and then here's our toilet paper chromatography, and all I see is blue. I don't see any funny colors coming out, so that's very nice. Today's pen, we will be using the TWSBI Swipe with the oval broadhead. Okay, here we are. This is the copperplate graph pad from johnneilbooks.com. Looks nice. A little bit of seepage, I can tell, and a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Rhodia dot pad, 80 GSM. A little bit of spread. A little bit of heavy ghosting. Moromon Nemosity, 80 GSM. Lots of spread. Bled through the page. Good lord. Oh. Oh. Alright, this is HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Again, a little bit of spread in some places. And bleeding and ghosting. Oxford single subject notebook paper. Beautiful. Minimal spread. Minimal amounts of bleeding and ghosting. Nice. CVS caliber filler paper. Little bits of seepage. Little bit of micro bleeding and ghosting. Pelican Hub notepad. Nice. A little bit of spread. A little bit of micro bleeding and ghosting. Drop envelope from the Dollar Tree. Oh no, lots of seepage. Not really feathering, but bled right through the page. Gross. Bear and Fig. Look at all that seepage. You can totally tell that spotting is seepage. Bled right through the page. Not cute. Reuse notebook paper. Again, lots of seepage. But this one has minimal bleed through. Nice. This is Muji notebook paper. Hello, Dances with Aardvarks. How are you doing today? This has a little bit of spread. No real feathering or seepage. Oh no, bled right through the page. Ugh. Noodlers inks are so naughty. Deal-worthy notebook paper from Target. Oh no. Feather like a chicken. Bled right through the page. So naughty. Relaxed. Good. I'm so glad that you're relaxed. Inks like these stress me out. Artrinol, I have 160 GSM notebook paper. Oh no, it's just it looks very splotchy. No bleeding, no ghosting though. Most excellent paper. Leuchtturm 1917 120 GSM notebook paper. Again, very splotchy, very feathery looking, and little bits of ghosting. M. Shoy 120 GSM notebook paper. Again, very, very splotchy. This one bled right through the page. Whoa. So naughty. I wish that they did a lot better testing of these inks. Anecdote notebook paper. Again, lots of splotchiness. Bled right through the page. Gross. Ayush 100 GSM notebook paper. Little bit of splotchiness. Bleeding and ghosting. Oh no, here we go. Clairefontaine 90 GSM. For as bad as Salix was, this is pretty good. Little bit of feathering though, and bled through the page. Of course. Of course Clairefontaine bled through the page. Journal from the Dollar Tree. It's got a little bit of spread, little bit of blotchy, and bled through the page. Of course it did. Of course it did. Where am I? I need this one. Wexford from Walgreens Pharmacy. Feather like a chicken. Bled to the page. The worst. Midori MD paper. This one doesn't look too bad. Minimal amount of ghosting. Super nice. Daiso premium notebook paper. Where are we? One couple little feathers and some spread, but bled to the page. This is one of the worst. 68 GSM original Tomoe River. Again, a little splotchy. Little bit of bleeding and ghosting. And Leuchtturm 1917 plain, 80 GSM. Little bit of splotchy, little bit of shading. Bled to the page. The worst. Absolute worst. I would not buy this ink. Just letting everyone know, but it was sent through the channel, so we're going to review it. Because that's what you get. Why are you wearing watchmaker finger cuts? Because I have a skin condition called ichthyosis, and it's a dry skin condition. And I have basically very minimal amount of sweat coming to my fingertips, and instead of licking my finger, this gives me more traction on each of these cards. If you're going through if you're a scientist and you use the 3x5 cards, I highly recommend getting yourself a 500 bag of finger cuts, because it's way better than licking your finger, because then the upper corner over here starts getting kind of manky after a while. Oh, by the way, if I go too fast, you can use the L and the J to go forward and backward 10 seconds, the arrows to go back and forward 5 seconds, the space bar or the K button to stop, and the comma and the period to go forward and backward by 1 frame per second. And it keeps the paper clean, of course. My first set of cards got very sticky all very quickly because germs. Sticky. Okay, I don't see hardly any inks that look like this color. Okay, I lied. This one is kind of close. It's a little bit darker. But like, okay, Sailor Manyo Haha is kind of close. But this one's even a little bit darker, and it's got weird things going on with pink and purple. So, very neat that we have a blue that's unique. However, I do want to look at the gray department just to make sure. Because it is kind of a dusty blue. No, it's definitely not. Kyono Oto Hizoku? No. Yep, nope, none of those. Alright, well. It's nice once in a while to get a nice... Hi, Amanda. It's really nice to once in a while to get a very unique ink. It's so bright, though. Such a light ink. And it's very bleedy. I would not get this ink if I was going to. Just no. There are so many other nicer blues out there. I might consider one of them. So, the closest one that I can recommend is Sailor Manyo Haha. That's probably the closest to this one. Hi, Shay Shay girl. How are you doing today? I see you snuck in here. Amanda. Hi, Vermilion Tea. That was a boring blue. Yeah. Not for me. Yeah, it's very light. And the bleeding just... Oh, I don't know what he uses in these inks. It makes it bleed right through the page. It's the worst. Oh, the one reason that I knew it was going to be a bad ink is because when I started off this morning's Hobonichi, oops, wait a minute. I knew I was going to test it on this page because I'm done with these 2 pages, and it bled right through the page. So I knew that it was going to be bleedy, so I taped in, you can see the tape there, I taped in a piece of 68 GSM Tomoe River, and even it bled right through that. A 68 GSM good Tomoe River paper. So, I don't know what the hell. It's just the worst. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my members, Lynette, Rahul, Wolf Kate Witch, Arcboy, Vermilion T, Simply Obs, Lynette, and Womble Bumblebee. If you'd like to become a member, you can do so for as low as 99 cents a month. Also, don't forget to check out the links in the description to the link tree. Check out all of my social medias there. Join the Discord. Share your paper, ink, and pen, ink, and paper journey over there. I also have a calligraphy section and a couple of other picture sections and whatnot. And if you'd like to save 10% off on your next order to Pen Boutique or Atlas Stationers, I am an affiliate. When you use my link, you get a discount, and I get a small commission so that I can make better content for all of you. That just leaves me to say, get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them. And I love you to pieces. Have a great day. Okay, bye.